Welcome back to another video on Micers TV. Today we're going to be discussing patch notes, and I'll try to keep these weekly videos for patch notes coming moving forward. So it is the month of June the 13th, 2018, and let's see what we have in store for us, boys. So pretty much under the event and system tab, they actually changed the actual grinding. I'm going to summarize on these patch note videos if you guys don't mind. Anyway, so pretty much they changed the event thing. You know that daily blood frenzy bonus we use for 200% combat EXP for an hour or 100% combat EXP for an hour 20 minutes. So what they did was pretty much they kept those two options in our daily event UI for rewards, but they added the option between 30% skill EXP and 15% skill EXP. So in layman's terms, if you want to do the 120-minute version, you get 15% skill EXP additional for that 120 minutes. Or if you do the 1 hour hardcore grind version, you get 30%. So same things, except for both options now have skill EXP added to it, which is very important because skill EXP has been a main thing that I feel needs to be addressed since the leveling has become significantly easier compared to past, and the amount of skill points needed, in my opinion, has increased since Absolute and Rabums. Anyway, for ongoing event, Patrigo's discount event is ongoing to the 20th. The Take a Leap Awaken Lahn event is going to the 27th. The Returning Attendance Award is ongoing to July 4th. Guild Attendance Awards to June 30th. Loyalty Attendance Awards to June 27th. Valk's Attendance Awards to June 27th. And the Valencia Hunt-a-thon reward distribution will be made with future announcements. So, as for the content section, they added the NPC dating system to BDO, which is pretty much an Amity game extension where you will be able to pretty much chat up and flirt with these NPCs that they have listed below. And according to this, you'll be able to give them gifts or express goodwill through gifts that you can buy using marketplace registrable items. No items above 50 million silver will be used though. So pretty much each NPC will have a favorite items that will be indicated, and when you hand them over their favorite items, it'll build up amity even more and more significantly. So the purpose of the dating system is literally how it sounds. You date the NPCs, and pretty much once you build up to about 1,000 amity with the NPCs you're interested in, the option to confess your undying love for them will be available. So pretty much you'll be able to give them that shoe locker anime style love letter and get to finally be noticed by senpai. So the thing about it though, it takes about a week for the reply to come. The reply will come in the mail, and their reply will be strictly based off of the other players in that NPC's harem. So if the blonde haired dude, you know, has 1020 and 1020 amity, and you only had 1005 amity, and y'all both confessed, the guy with more amity will receive the yes and be noticed. So keep that in mind. I advise you guys not to confess unless you're confident in the amount of amity you do have, or you're confident that you ain't got much competition. So with this being said though, if you do want to participate in this system, I do suggest that you really go past the 1,000 limit before confessing. Each thing will be decided each week, and it'll be an ongoing upkeep. So just because, let's say you do win and you do become the girlfriend, you get your title with this NPC or boyfriend, you will have to maintain your status by keeping up high amity. So the people who do confess throughout the week will still be below you, so you get to maintain your status. If she has someone with more amity by the next week, the following maintenance, you will lose your title with that NPC, and the guy with the new, or girl with the new amity, will be the new boyfriend or girlfriend. Hopefully I'm making sense. If I'm not, please criticize me in the comments below. I thought I explained that pretty clearly, but if I'm not, yeah, let me know. But there are also further rewards if you are really into this. So if you succeed in the confession of 5 NPCs, and you will earn this title called you earn this title called the Philanderer. And if you succeed in the confession and become a couple with 10 NPCs, you will earn the title of Casanova. So they'll give you a list of NPCs on the online forums. I'm not sure if the in-game events tab will have one as well. So not every NPC is dateable. Kind of sad face, but I think this will help keep the pedos at bay. Hopefully they're all adults who we can date. So As for the World Boss time schedule, that has been updated. I even know we had a World Boss time schedule besides the one in the BDO World Boss Discord, but this is actually very cool, and I'm going to probably screenshot or save this or pin this somewhere so I know like a weekly schedule, guys. So look through this on your own time and see what works with your life schedule for farming world bosses, whether you're NA or EU. So that's pretty awesome. They fixed some issues when it comes to node wars, one being a teleport issue, which is about the auto teleport not working if your fort is near the command post of an enemy. So they will allow this if the command post is greater than 100 meters for the auto teleport to work. The fort command post at the start of Node War Conquest War has been changed at the distance between the allied enemies. Okay, must be greater than 100 meters. However, this applies only to guild members in the area of the Node War. Guild members who are located in non-participating areas of safe zones will not be auto teleported, and in this case, assemble function cannot be used to teleport. Okay, so they added this thing called the packaged Old Moon Camping Anvil has been added. So it pretty much is a craftable, and you will need between Old Moon anti-corrosives, 20 steels, and pure vanadium crystals, polished stone ×2, and mithril. So the recipes vary if you're going to be crafting it through manufacture or the house crafting, and I'll leave those to those of you who are interested. But the manufacturing area will be at the Old Moon workshop at Tariff. Also, please let me know what the package Old Moon Camping Anvil is. I'm not even sure. They don't really tell me what it does. But yeah, anyone in the comments who do know what it does, let me know. I still haven't even peeked into the camping system in this game. I know there's a cash out version, but I'm pretty sure I heard there's an alternative to camping. But anyway, just let me know in the comments, because it's still a lot I'm learning since I'm coming back. So as for the system, the item drop rate has been increased by 50% when defeating monsters in Arsha server, which is pretty awesome. It actually gives people PvP incentives to be on the server, and I think this is actually a fair buff. I think 50% is a bit much, but it's still a decent buff in the sense that, because you're on the Arsha server, so you're really fighting for your lives when you're at your grind spot, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but PvP is allowed and there isn't much ramifications for PvPing on the Arsha server. So if there is, please explain to me how the Arsha server works besides the combat mechanics, which is the same as all servers now. So is karma bombing still a thing on Arsha? Do you lose karma for killing? I have to scroll back to several patch notes since I've been gone if no one wants to answer me in the comments. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Arsha is PvP incentivized, so I think it's worth it, in my opinion, to buff this area, because literally you have to fight other players while grinding. And I'm kind of foreshadowing, but I see people complaining. Like, I can see people who are non-PvPers going to the Arsha server for the dropper and then complaining about being killed. I don't understand the mental gymnastics of people's psychology in these situations, but I'm just saying, I see this coming, and I'm not sure if this drop rate is going to stay for long. But enjoy it while you can, PvPers, because literally anything that is to reward PvP usually doesn't last long in this game. So have fun with that, boys. As for the game world, they fixed graphical issues and topography issues with various areas. The NPC to exchange hunter seals for black stones and such in Tariff has been changed to, I'm gonna just call her Shell Arms. So the NPC we usually get hunter seals to black stones exchanging at Tariff is changed to a new NPC. So just keep that in mind when you go to Tariff to exchange, that the NPC will be located at a different location. But I do hope the hunter seals do update that as well, so you can just right click in auto path. So let's talk about class changes. Okay, so Warrior got some buffs when it comes to number of hits on the skill balance strike. The cooldown of grave digging has been changed to 8 seconds. I'm not sure if that's a reduction or an increase. Warriors, let me know in the comments if that's an increase or a decrease to the 8 seconds. But if it's an increase, good for you guys. I mean, a decrease, good for you guys. But to me, as long as I know that it's 8 seconds, it doesn't matter. Because as a ninja, when I fight warriors, I literally wait until their gravedigger is on cooldown. So as long as I know, once you do the gravedigger and you miss, I have 8 seconds to whoop that ass. So good to know. So cooldown of the skill flow slashing the dead has been changed to 6 seconds. The skill ground smash can now also be used pressing shift plus F key in awakening combat stance. So rangers, they fix issue with the bound effects with their grabs. This may occur in very short moments due to the difference of packet speed between server and client when the grapple of the attacker is tried during the attackee's motion. So in reality, the grapple fails and only the bound effect is applied, and improvements were made to minimize this. Okay. So the CC effect will only be applied on the first hit of the knee kicking motion of the Steel Storming Beast. So I think that's a slight nerf to the CC effect of one of the Berserker's skills, if I'm understanding this correctly. And they transitioned into main weapon mode while using Devastation to now bring out the motion of pulling out an axe. So I believe that change is indicating that it will probably stop your current animation and not be smooth. So Tamer received a plethora of buffs. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just to skim over some of them, they greatly reduced the cooldown of the skill Howling, which has been reduced from 2 minutes to 40 seconds. Using the skill would teleport the healing to his target now to launch an attack on the aimed target. When using the skill without aiming a target, the healing will perform the attack on the spot. The super armor effect has been added to the skill Absorb Healing. You can now use the Absorb effect on 4 allies instead of 3 when using Absorb Healing V or VI. So there's a plethora of buffs to the Tamer, mainly attack range buffs, and I'm very happy for Tamers. They deserve this. As for the Valkyries, I don't think they actually listen to us, but you know, hashtag no legs have been officially revoked. Now is hashtag baby legs. So for Valkyrie, hashtag no legs is now hashtag baby legs, because the stamina consumption for the skill promptness has been reduced from 200 to 100. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's a start. And I think promptness can now be semi-spammable for grinding at the very least again. I have to test this on my Valk myself. I haven't had time to actually test it, so I've been in the stock market this morning. So the skill tooltip of the skill promptness has been edited as following: floating on good hits, floating after successful left mouse button hit after deathline chase. So nothing major for the Kunoichi worth mentioning. The Lahn's enhanced skills have been added. The first enhanced skills will be available from level 56, and the second enhanced skills will be available from 57. There are just a plethora of skills that have been added. I'm not going to go through them all. You can look at them through the tooltips in game, but that's good news for you Lahn players. So the skill Bloody Stride can no longer be used now if the character's weight limit exceeds 125%. Okay, that's not that big of a deal. I won't call that a nerf, really. But the fixed graphical glitch when drawing and withdrawing the Awakening Weapon, okay, the Awakening Weapon text and the description of the Orchid Fall outfit has been removed. Okay, so nothing major besides that. So the item changes. The tooltip of the following items has been updated to show that these items can be claimed in Medea. So Asula's pretty much the whole Asula set can now be claimed in Medea in the tooltip. It's always been so, but the tooltip finally updated. Asula's accessory have been added to the item drop information to the following areas: Abandoned Iron Mine, Rodham District, and Abandoned Iron Mine, Sono District. Abandoned Iron Mine entrance as well: Helm's Post, Elric's Shrine, and Cadence of Corruption. The resistance stats for the items effects of the following helmets have been made to be significantly stated in the tooltip: Talus Helmet, Taratos Helmet, Steel Taratos Helmet, Agerian Helmet, and Zedith. So, fix the awkward word arrangement for the tooltip of the event high quality drop box. Not a major change with that. Black Magic Crystal Swiftness and Black Magic Crystal Vigor have been removed from item drop information of the area of Desert Naga Temple. So, it says item drop information has been removed. You guys can answer me this: have these crystals never been dropping in the first place, or is this their way of saying that these items will no longer be dropping? I don't want to give missing information, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they're just saying it's been removed as an error in the item drop information, or they're removing this item that used to drop there. So let me know in the comments. You can now store high quality wine in storage. High quality wine in storage. I'm not sure what. Okay, so for details on newly added Pearl Shop updates, I'm not going to cover the Pearl Shop monster changes. It has been edited that when the guild boss Ancient Protrudum fully charges itself before launching an attack, a red circle will appear to show its attack range. Hysteria Power Tower, that guild boss Ancient Protrudum spawns will warn of its attacks with a different effect and not be the red circle anymore. Hysteria Power Tower, that guild boss spawns will no longer be visible to other guilds. Fix the issue where Valencia Female Elephant could apply knockback 3 times in a row on an adventurer. Okay. So a new recipe has been added to the knowledge entry for Old Moon Camping Anvil. Okay, that goes along with the things. So we just had minor interface changes. You can look at this on your own. Nothing significant in my opinion. besides the quick hotkey that's been moved from the stationary section to the info, mainly because I use quick hotkey a lot, so maybe that might confuse some of you guys. That concludes our patch notes from June 13th, 2018. If you do like this video and want me to continue to do weekly patch notes updates, please leave a like on this video and a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love to you guys. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go. I'll see you in the next one.